Oh, Merry Christmas. I'm just kidding, it's just me. So, seeing as though it is December and the season is upon us, I thought it would be good to go over my top 5 Christmas films of all time. So coming in at number 5 is The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. This is a film I pretty much grew up with and have loved ever since I was a very wee tiny little boy. Bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble. So for those of you who have had a deprived childhood and haven't seen The Santa Claus, it is about a businessman played by Tim Allen who inadvertently becomes the Santa Claus by killing the previous Santa Claus in a strange, weird way. The Santa Claus falls off the roof of his house and he then becomes Santa Claus, and the story goes from that and him being pretty much a naysayer towards Christmas to becoming Santa Claus himself, and the wonders that befall Santa. So he goes through rapid body weight change, his facial hair won't stop growing and becoming bushy white, and it is just an all-round great kind of Christmas film that I think that everyone needs to see at least once in their life. 4. I might get a bit of flack for this one, but number 4 is Love Actually. Now, Love Actually was a film that has pretty much got every British actor in it known to mankind. There are so many people in Love Actually, it's ridiculous to count. So the story of Love Actually, it's not just one story, it's essentially the ensemble cast all dealing with different things that are happening in and around Christmas. It is a romantic comedy, and I'm pretty sure anyone has either knows about this film or has seen Love Actually. It's one of those films that when it's on TV, I can't help but watch it, and I just can't turn it off all the way to the end. It's got some great performances in it and some really, really funny comedy in it as well. And it's one that I think that everyone needs to see again. Pretty much like Santa Claus, everyone needs to see this film at least once. It also has 2 characters in it, that one played by Alan Rickman, who is quite despicable in it, but also it's got the strangest plot line played by Andrew Lincoln, who is the worst friend in the world in this film. If you haven't seen it, go check it out and see what I mean, but those of you that have seen it will know exactly what I mean. He is literally the worst friend in the world. Coming in at number 3, put the cookie down! Now!
Put that cookie down! Now!
Put that cookie down! Now!
So I'm pretty sure you can tell what my number 3 is. Of course, it's Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's something about Arnold Schwarzenegger suiting up as a superhero and fighting an evil mailman that just gets me going at Christmas. So for those of you who don't know the story of Jingle All the Way, which you should, by the way, you absolutely should, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a father to Darth Vader, who has promised that he will buy his son the latest action figure, who is a Turbo Man. He's promised him he'll buy a Turbo Man, and he, for one reason or another, mainly because he's pretty much a terrible dad, hasn't. And it is a story about him going around at the last moment to try and find this Turbo Man, along with pretty much everyone else in his city, but also he comes across this mailman who is in a very similar position and needs to try and find this Turbo Man. And basically the story leads on from there all the way to Arnold Schwarzenegger actually appearing in a holiday parade as Turbo Man. A lot of things happen in between, but that is the main storyline of it, and it's absolutely brilliant. You all need to go check out Jingle All the Way, and it has the most amazing, almost viral catchphrase now of put the cookie down. If anyone knows this film, they will know put the cookie down. Number 2. So number 2 is probably one of the most controversial Christmas films of all time. Every single year the question comes up, is this a Christmas film? Is this not a Christmas film? Well, I'm here today to tell you it absolutely is a Christmas film. No matter what you say, who you are, this is a Christmas film. And you know, of course, it's Die Hard. Die Hard is undoubtedly one of the best Christmas action films there is going. Follows the story of John McClane, who is visiting his wife, failing marriage wife, at her work at the Nakatomi Plaza. It gets taken over by terrorists. The lead terrorist played by Alan Rickman, who is unbelievable in this film. And he basically has to single-handedly take down these terrorists. Now, it doesn't sound very Christmassy, however, this is very much a Christmas film. It's set at Christmas, uses Christmas phrases such as,
It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of miracles.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, dum-da-dum, delightful, but nobody has no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
and ultimately it is a story about family. It is a story about love. You have to find it. You really have to find it, but it's there. And that is my number 2 Christmas film of all time. Number 1, this hands down has to be the greatest Christmas film of all time. It most certainly is for me, and that is Home Alone. Home Alone is one of those films that it means so many different things for many different people. Home Alone is never just a Christmas film for me, it was an all-year film. However, there's a certain specialness to it at Christmas time. Home Alone, everyone has seen Home Alone. I don't care who you are, everyone has seen Home Alone. Home Alone's about a story of Kevin, who gets left at home, Kevin played by Macaulay Culkin, who gets left at home by his family accidentally over the Christmas period, and his house gets attempted to get burgled by 2 burglars. And Kevin basically sets up traps and fends off his home from these burglars in very slapstick comedy kind of ways, and it is just fantastic from start to finish. There's nothing that I can say about Home Alone that is bad. I can't bring myself to say any bad things about Home Alone. It holds a very special place in my heart, especially at Christmas. And it is the perfect Christmas movie. It's got drama, it's got a hell of a lots of comedy, it's got the Christmas feel, the Christmas warmth. It's very much a family orientated movie, and it's exactly what you need at Christmas time, and this delivers it in abundance and absolutely holds the number 1 spot of my top 5. There are some honourable mentions that didn't make the cut of my top 5. I want to take a moment to quickly salute the honourable mentions. All great films, and they're all great in their own different ways. However, I don't believe that they reach my top 5. So that's it, guys. Let us know what your favourite Christmas movie is in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We've got some really good stuff coming out in the future. And remember to follow us on Instagram as well. We'll make sure we update that account daily. And if we don't see you by the end of the year, Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year as well. Peace!